then all of this over here, where we had the beehives, was underwater, basically for the last couple of years. And you can Google Earth and track the progression of this issue. After 2018, as I said, they had moved in 2017 and did this and dredged their pond. I wanted to replace the bees, and I was always looking for ways to fund the shelter. When we purchased the farm, we asked, could we put a shelter in? Could we host farm weddings? And we were told by the owner, Gary, and his daughter was with him, who was the listing agent as well as the family attorney, that we could do anything we wanted. It was farmland, it was unincorporated. Yeah, I know, still being an ass. Should have definitely looked into that before purchasing. But so much for hindsight. When we discovered the drowned bees and all the hive boxes were ruined, which cost us probably about $4,000 if you've ever done a bee colony. It's an extremely expensive startup. But again, I was looking at the bigger picture. We could sell honey, I could make soap, candles, all kinds of products. So we got more boxes and we put them over here. I hope you can see past the place where we have not been able to access for 2 years. And after we did this, we went over to talk to the Kings, and we met with Rick, and we explained the issue, and his response at the time was, yeah, I see that that's been happening. I even put a stick outside my door to make sure the water didn't come past there. I'm afraid it's going to come in the house. And if you've ever watched Ron White, you can imagine what my husband and I were thinking when this statement came out of this person's mouth. He said that he spent $70,000 to dredge the pond, and he was going to contact his landscaper, which he said was Small's Landscape, I believe, and have it taken care of. And I told him that we feel he was responsible because everything he did caused the issue, that we wanted to be compensated for the bees, the orchard, all the landscaping that was ruined. And he had no comment to make other than he wanted to see where the bees had been. And we took him over at the time to show him. We had removed all the boxes, but the tarp was there. So as we go on, he calls us in a day or two and he says, the landscaper told him that he had been instructed to divert the pond west, and somehow by mistake it was flowing east, and that's why the problem happened, and that he was going to rectify it. And I asked him about the compensation again, and there was nothing. And I probably reached out maybe 2 or 3 more times, never responded whatsoever. So in 2019, here we are, 2 years later. It was so wet. If you can look back to where the hip camp bistros were, that I called the building department and I said, look, this is what occurred. And they told me, well, he had permits for before and after, and they take pictures. And it kind of dawned on me at that point, were they dredging the pond because that way it wouldn't look like they had flooded our acres for the after pictures? But I don't want to be cynical. And the building department told me there's nothing they could do about it, call wastewater management. And wastewater management came out and said, now as you see where I pointed out where we were, from that point, the gentleman said to me, how far can we walk before there's a problem? I said, I don't know, let's see. 10 feet is about where we got before it sank in. You can see the globe lights around our pond, even though you can't see the pond because it is still soaking wet, as you can see right here. We still can't access this 2 years later. It's still too soggy. A tractor would just sink in. And the man from wastewater treatment said, well, you need to go back to the building department. And I said, well, we've been that route. That's how we got to you. And eventually both places told us, well, we should just get a lawyer because we had a case. You can cut.